Yeah. This is Coach Sincere from the Eagle Sportscast, and yeah, this was just a quick one because I had to do this quickly because Nigeria just defeated Algeria, and this is just a quick post-match analysis of how the game went, and kudos to Nigeria, man. We did it. We did it after all the intimidation from Algeria, but we showed them why we as an eagle we could fly by the desert anytime we would like, and we can never die in the desert. So the fox of the desert of Algeria. Sorry. And also again, I want to say a big thumbs up to the Super Eagles, to Coach Eric Chile for the wonderful man management work he did on this team. Because with the chaos that transpired in our last game against Mozambique, many Nigerians thought that this game was going to go sideways, and with the issue of the wages not being paid, also again to the dramas, many people thought it was going to be disaster. But kudos to the Super Eagles coach, because this just shows you that this set of players, they find trust in him and they believe in him. And kudos also to the captain of the Super Eagles, which is Wilfred Ndidi. He also showed a high class of leadership in this game. And also again, I would like to make a spectacular shout out to Ademola Lukman and Victor Osimhen, because they were the headlines of the chaos that transpired. Even if Ademola Lukman was not the person who actually caused the problem, which was Bruno Nyamachi who actually caused the problem. But I want to say big shout out to Ademola Lukman, because you showed that you and these guys, you and Victor Osimhen, you are all brothers, and brothers have to argue, because if you don't argue, there's no how you can come into a conclusion. There's no how you could move forward, because you have to disagree for you to agree. And also to Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen. You see, I love this guy, because this is why I always tell people that Victor Osimhen is a passionate and a great player that plays for his country with all his height, with all his might, and with all his power. Because look at this. After all the cries, all the criticisms that all this efulefu, I'll say this in Igbo, all this quack journalists who just came out just looking for cloud chasing, just saying all sort of rubbish against Victor Osimhen. And Nigerians, you know already, Nigerians are very lackadaisical people who once you not doing good, they are going to turn their backs on you and lash on you. Sometimes it's in a negative, it's in a positive way, because they do that for to motivate you, for you not to be relaxed. But also sometimes it could go southwise. But Victor Osimhen, you came into that pitch, you showed a perfect example of what you were saying. Most of the things you complained that the other players were not doing in that game against Mozambique, you showed it today in this game. Because if you watch the sacrifice, so many of the passes that Victor Osimhen could have had the opportunity as a striker to take a lone strike on his own, he gave that ball to the next person. If you watch from the goal he scored, you could see the build up to that goal that he scored from the pass from Bruno Nyamachi. Also, if you look, the second goal, the layup for Adams Ako, that led to the second goal, you could see he showed lack of selfishness He showed that he is not selfish. He lacks selfishness. You understand me? He shows now that he is telling people, look, I, Victor Osimhen, I want to win. And if I'm in this position where I have to do my best for my country, it's better off we win than I, Osimhen, take praise. And one thing I love about him, when you criticize Osimhen, he comes into the pitch and always proves you wrong. That is why I give a high thumbs up to Victor Osimhen, and my guy Victor Osimhen, continue doing the work. Always prove your doubters wrong, because that is your strongest power, proving your doubters wrong. And also again to Coach Eric Chile, which is a wonderful and fantastic guy, because if you watch it, from his emotions, from his behavior, from the side clips we see about the Super Eagles when the players are on there just having a little bit of time together, you could see the bond that these guys had. And this is what makes them special. And Nigerians, please do not spoil this bond these guys had with your negative comments. Please support the Super Eagles. And I'm still going to go later on to my next post to give you more brief analysis, but this is just a quick one because I have to go back and watch the Egypt Ivory Coast match, because at this point in time, Egypt is it's winning Ivory Coast, which are the defending champions, by 2-0, which is very surprising, very quick one. And which means Egypt are going to face Senegal, which is going to become is now going to be the battle of the fittest, because now the 4 teams remaining are magnificent, a fantastic team, which is going to be Egypt. As it stands now with the scores, except Ivory Coast does something else, it's going to be Egypt, Senegal, Nigeria, and Morocco. As it stands right now, Senegal, Nigeria, and Morocco have all qualified for the semi-final. So we're just waiting for the result that's going to come out from the Egypt game against Ivory Coast. But this is a special announcement to the Super Eagles. At this point in time, you guys are doing well, and I love your energy. And I want you guys to keep on doing this. Don't break your spirit. The bond you guys have is your superpower. Make sure that bond is not broken. And to the funniest guy in the team, which is Chukwueze, I love the humor you bring into the team. I love it. Keep doing this, because sometimes when you are feeling sad, a good humor that makes you laugh takes it off. This is Coach Sincere from the Eagle Sportscast, and watch out for my next post where we talk deep in that game based on the analysis and everything that played out in that match, and also what we are going to be facing against Morocco. We're going to go deep into analysis to see what every Chile has to do, because now we are going to be playing against the fans. And also, you should know that with what happened to Cameroon, we have to find a way how to block those things from happening. So this is Coach Sincere from the Eagle Sportscast. Stay tuned.